thumbnail. All right. Hello, everybody out there, audience watching tonight.
Yes, we know that you can see and hear us, and we just want to say happy September and fall's approaching
We're not
us.
even. The camera's not even on, dude. Yeah.
No, but like they can hear us, so.
Yeah, they can hear us. Yes, they can hear us. All right, let's go live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a short video of the Anination podcast. Every month, we always highlight the newest stuff that's going to be happening this month. Since it's September, this is the first week of September, we might as well go ahead and do one of our monthly highlights for what's going to be happening this year, September 2024.
What is up, Anination crew? How y'all doing? Hope y'all keep it cool. And yeah, happy September to all of you. And we're approaching fall, so get ready.
Also, Labor Day weekend just passed, so that means you all should be in school by now.
Yeah.
If you are one of those that don't go to school yet, you're playing hooky right now, I'm going to tell your teachers about what you're doing.
That's right. So y'all better watch out.
No, no, it's just a joke. Either way, Labor Day has just passed us. A bunch of amazing stuff happened this weekend. First off, I actually just chilled at home. I just decided to myself, like, I didn't want to go to any big convention. I didn't want to go to Psych Anime or San Japan or Saboten Con or Anime Impulse OC, because all of those conventions were happening all at the same time, and it makes sense. Labor Day weekend, the last days of summer, everybody wants to, spend the rest of their weekends just hanging out at conventions, having a fun time before they have to go back to school or they have to go back to work. And then the next break they're gonna have is Thanksgiving break. So
yeah, so it's gonna be about like over a month from now. So
well, I mean, October
2
is
months. 2 months.
October, I mean, October is Halloween, but then we don't celebrate like Halloween as a day off or anything.
It's not a national holiday, but it is something to be celebrated regardless.
I know that you do that sometimes at work, right? You dress up as like someone for like in costume at work or something.
Yeah. So in my workplace, when Halloween hits, whenever we have a work day during Halloween, we just pretty much dress up with whatever we like.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm gonna dress up as. To be fair, like this is my first time actually celebrating Halloween. Actually, we never did. Sorry, I did work. I did. I didn't even dress up for Halloween that day at work, but then at night I dressed up as something. Yeah.
Okay, so during the day you dressed up as Nate, and
yes, yeah, I guess that's how you
Nate
put
costume.
it. I get whatever. No, but yeah, there's no big break until Thanksgiving. That's what I'm thinking, because like you have no big holiday coming up, and I wish Halloween would be a enjoyable holiday where you can actually take the day off and actually hang out and party and stuff. But
that'd be awesome, man.
I wish they did, but they don't do that. Maybe in elementary school, I don't know. Like even in school, you guys are probably gonna be in your costumes, just like having fun, getting candy from your teachers or like trick or treating, that kind of thing.
Speaking of Halloween, there was a time when Halloween Day took place on a weekend, but that was 2020.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, we all know what happened during that time.
Wait, why would you want to bring that up? Because we can't even go outside and even get trick-or-treated candy or even party at Halloween.
I'm just saying, if you're going to have Halloween during a weekend, have it during a time when we can actually go out, when we can actually party.
It will happen eventually, maybe in a couple of years where there's no big virus happening. Yeah, I know. No, but yes, Labor Day weekend has passed. That was what we're going to be talking about for our little catch-up time. But so how was your Labor Day weekend?
My Labor Day weekend was really good, pretty chill and all. Like during Sunday and Monday, I chilled at my friend's place, and we pretty much played video games, watched movies, and all that good stuff. On Monday, we went to see a screening of Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, wow.
Since it's a 20-year anniversary.
Right. Oh, what makes it so hype about watching anniversary movies in the theaters?
I don't know what it is, but I'm loving it. I'm loving the fact that they're re-releasing classic movies in cinema so you can have the theater experience.
I don't know, because you can also stream it live on any app to say.
It's just not the same as going to a theater watch on the big screen.
Maybe, unless you're like a big movie buff. But to be fair, I'm not really one of those fans. It has to be like a really good movie in order for me to actually watch it in theaters again. Say, for example, I remember last time I went to the theaters for a re-release of a movie would be like a Studio Ghibli movie. Like Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind. That movie was like a classic back in like the 90s. And I had never seen it, so I wanted to do the full experience of that.
Oh yeah, I remember having a good chunk of experiences where I watched Studio Ghibli in theaters. I watched Princess Mononoke numerous times.
Of course you would.
Yes.
It's a good movie. I'm not gonna put comparisons about like Ghibli movies. They're all great. Yeah. But besides that, anything else? Oh, wait. So that's your weekend. On Monday, I didn't even do much on Labor Day. I was literally like at home, just cleaning up the yard, hanging out with my mom, and then that was it. Like a little Labor Day was literally just me relaxing, which is it's what's supposed to be. You taking like the day off. That's what Labor Day is.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because Labor Day is pretty much all about celebrating the labor workers by giving them a day off. So that's what I like.
So after this day, after Labor Day, you have nothing much until Halloween and then Thanksgiving. So you're just gonna be working throughout most of the time.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll be working until the next day off that I have is Thanksgiving and the
Christmas.
Friday after Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, because we know that those days are gonna be off. We understand that.
Yeah, but thankfully it's not nearly as long of a gap as, say, in between New Year's and Memorial Day.
Okay, yeah, that's true. But then, okay, that's a big longer gap than that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like a 5-month gap before you have a national day off.
Yeah, until Memorial Day, but I don't know. I feel like it's worth it just because you're recovering from all the Christmas spending you've done.
Yeah, and Christmas decorating and all that Christmas celebrating. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know we're getting off topic here, but yes, that has been our weekend. But a couple of weeks before, Omid did go to a convention, literally the weekend after D23, and I'm like, how do you even spend all that money, bro? I'm pretty sure you were all spent on a D23. Why go to another convention literally right after that?
I'll tell you why. 2 words. Charles Martinet.
Okay, so he wanted to see the voice of Mario, with his reason why he's in his Mario garb right now.
Yes, look at this. This is why I'm wearing this, to tell you all, I saw the great legend of self, Super Mario self, Charles Martinet!
Oh, you should have actually, put it up in the script, because I would have put a picture of you and Charles with your friend.
Yeah.
Like, right here on the stage, but you didn't tell me about that.
I actually have a framed picture of it, if you'd like me to go get it.
Go grab it if you want to.
Oh, God.
See, he wasn't prepared, by the way, that he was going to actually say that he actually did meet Charles Martinet over at a convention called GalaxyCon. And if you guys have been to GalaxyCon, it's actually everywhere. They're in Minnesota. They're like in states. They're like in Minnesota. They're in Washington D.C. They're in Florida. Just search up galaxycon.com and you should be able to see whatever next website they're gonna go to. I just remember that there's even a virtual GalaxyCon that's also happening as well. But let's check it out, galaxycon.com. Okay.
Ta-da!
Okay. Oh wow, you framed it.
It's us.
Okay, God. It's so pretty. Look at that, by the way. Like it's Mario, Luigi, and there's Charles Martinet himself.
Oh my gosh, it's just like this guy was on my guest list, like number one.
I'm kind of wondering your Luigi is not even dressed up as Luigi.
Oh, that's because he wanted to wear the Super Mario Galaxy shirt because it's his favorite video game, and also because it's called GalaxyCon. That's why.
Come on. Should I just wear a spacesuit and that's become my theme for GalaxyCon?
But as long as he wears the Luigi hat, because at least he wore that, that's what matters.
Yeah, so he ended up having an amazing time, finally meeting up his idol, would I say?
Yes, like one of my heroes.
Okay. Yeah, Charles Martinet's not doing the voice of Mario anymore, but he is pretty much around the world just promoting the heck of Mario just because he was Mario.
Yeah, he's an ambassador, and he voices... Yeah, not just Mario, but also Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, all that good stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. It kind of makes sense why Mario and Luigi, why you and your friend cosplay Mario and Luigi here.
Yes, I just want to say I'm so glad I met the GOAT, and thank you, Charles, for everything.
Okay, we'll put this right on the side here. Sorry for our little toys here, but we gotta put that on the side here. Okay, okay, I'll do that. What you would like do this kisses stuff?
It's a moment I'll cherish forever.
Okay. Was that the only celebrity that you met at GalaxyCon?
It's the only celebrity that I took a photo op with. I also saw, I didn't get to meet him personally, but however, what I did do was I saw that there were numerous celebrities like Weird Al.
Oh, Weird Al Yankovic. Hell yeah.
There was also Steve Burns.
Yeah. You have the original Blue's Clues Steve. Oh, my God.
One day I'll get a picture with Steve Burns.
I want to get a picture, too. And, I can't just because this photo op is probably expensive.
Yeah, and there's also countless others as well.
Yeah, there was Dana Snyder, who was the voice of Scratch from the Ghost of Malala McGee. He was there. I know our friend wanted to meet him, but same time, like, dude, we were already partied out from D23. I don't think I'm going to spend another convention ticket in order for me to get a... And I even still got to spend money to even get a photo op of Denny Snyder, okay? It's a lot of money.
And also Jodie Benson.
Oh, that's right. The Disney princesses were there, too.
Yeah, the Disney princesses were there.
But then, like, they were going to meet up in Sac Anime literally in 2 weeks. So
what can I say? We may be conned out, but the Disney princesses aren't.
They aren't conned out because they're probably getting promoted to even be at conventions now. They are getting a lot of money because all the people are spending money on the photo ops, the autographs and stuff for them.
Oh, indeed,
so,
as they deserve. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they're all retired by now. But either way, like their influence has been so great, especially back in the 90s.
Yes, absolutely. They played a huge part in our childhood. We'll never forget that.
Indeed, yeah. Okay, that's all this. I know that all the Blue's Clues like people were there too, like Joe and the new guy. I forgot his name again.
Joe and Josh.
Josh, yes. See, I'm just saying, like, oh god, all the Blue's Clues people were there. I mean, if I were to get all three of them in the pictures, that'd be awesome. But yeah. I don't know how it is with GalaxyCon. Nevertheless, looks like you had a fun time, but you also did want to showcase some more stuff at GalaxyCon.
Yes, I also got some posters as well. Now, there's this one artist named Isabalco that we're both huge fans of. I finally got to meet him in person, got a selfie with him, all that. And I got some amazing merch from him. This is the...
Oh, look it out. Check it out. Has-Been Hotel, folks. This is something for y'all to see. There's a lot of characters there, by the way. Holy crap.
Now, the one I like about it is that he's able to incorporate all the characters into one single poster.
Wait. There's more than one here.
Yes, there is.
Okay, so let's go through each of all. So this has been. This is Gravity Falls. Oh my gosh. Dude, what the heck? You just ended up buying so many posters.
What can I say? I'm a huge fan of the guys. So.
Gravity Falls. I see all the characters too. You got like Dipper, Mabel, even just everybody actually. Holy crap! Even like the secondary characters, like the freaking unicorn and the mermaid that Mabel dated.
Yeah, when you think about it, like this is a once in a lifetime that I may get to meet, the legend himself in person. So I thought, why not take advantage of the opportunity, right?
And then the third one you have here is Amazing Digital Circus.
Yes.
Okay. So we got 3 posters of shows that we currently are watching right now.
Well, yeah. Well, I would say 2 we're currently watching. 1 we have watched, but it's ended. But yeah, 3 legendary shows.
Well, I mean, Gravity Falls. Look, it's making a comeback just because the Book of Bill came out. Now a lot of people are getting back into Gravity Falls, or finally watching Gravity Falls for the first time. You uncultured swines.
Oh, it definitely shows from the amount of Gravity Falls cosplayers we saw in D23.
So there's only 3 posters in here, but you have more according what I'm seeing too.
I do have more. I have this Penny of Stocking poster.
Oh, that's a little NSFW. What the heck?
I was about to say, it's a PS3, but I forgot. Oh wait, this is a kid-friendly
What are you doing?
podcast.
What are you doing? Okay, so what are you gonna do with that smut?
Well, my wall does have plenty of posters, so.
No, okay, so I don't know if anybody, your girlfriend better be okay with you putting that up.
No. She's. I'm sure she'd be chill with it. But, I mean, if she ever comes to my house, that is.
She better come. I mean, like,
I'm saying to her, like, you gotta come to my house, be my friends, and all that.
I haven't met your girlfriend yet. After what, like less than a year? I was like, it's like half a year since you guys dated. So
yeah, we're celebrating our 6-month anniversary this weekend. So
nice.
Yes.
That's really good. I want to look at this again. I'm sorry. Dude, come on, dude. I'm not. I'm just observing. Okay, I'm just observing. This is definitely SFW. Well, what is wrong with you?
Totally not a perv. Totally not a perv.
Hey, you know what? Who's gonna own this in the wall? Are you just gonna don't put it on this wall, by the way. Put it on your wall and do your own thing in your in your freaking room.
I mean, you have eyes on it, so.
Yeah. See, I only had a 1-minute glimpse. You have a 24-hour experience. Okay.
Yeah, but needless to say, it was definitely a good, time at GalaxyCon. I can't wait to go next year because it's such a chill vibe at GalaxyCon.
You want me to apparently you gave me also a poster too.
And I gave you a gift as well, so
want me to just
feel free to open it.
Unravel it too? Okay. You gave me a poster, by the way. I want to see what this is. Oh, I already saw it from the character, by the way.
You already saw it, but they didn't yet.
Yeah, so. They didn't see it, but I already saw it from the character. But This is all the characters from Amphibia. Okay, he knows that I am a huge Amphibia fan.
I know that if there's one hyperfixation you have, it's Amphibia, so there you go.
Yeah, oh my god. So you have like every character. I see. You even have Darcy here, this disgusting little roach. But that's weird because you have like 3 variations of the girls. You have them in the high school. You have them in battling. You have Anne. Wait, you have Godan here? You have Godan here? No, you don't actually. Interesting.
No, but you do have, the Super Saiyan Anne, so...
Yeah, Super Saiyan Anne, and then you have the Calamity Trio right on top, too. So, oh, God, this is pretty cool. Isabolical, shout-outs to you. I put the microphone. Shout-outs to you, Isabolical. I hope to see you at ALA.
Yes.
I will continue to buy your stuff.
Let's go, Isabolical.
Yeah, it really do sucks because he doesn't do much on Disney TVA. He does more on anime now. Mm-hmm. I remember one time he did have like a Ghost of Molly McGee poster, but that wasn't selling well, unfortunately. So he had to stop actually making Ghost of Molly McGee stuff.
I saw that he actually had not just Penny Socket, but Chainsaw Man. He's doing
Chainsaw Man.
He's heavily doing Chainsaw Man.
I'm pretty sure he also had what was it? My Dress Up Darling also.
Yeah, so I've seen those too.
Yeah, I just remember one photo. I know he still does Amphibia Owl House stuff, but I remember I also did buy something that had all the Disney TVA characters. I don't know if you've seen it, but it had Ghost of Molly McGee, Big City Greens, Amphibia, and the Owl House.
Oh yeah, that was the fall themed one,
yes.
right?
Was he selling it too?
That was the fall themed one, and I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see it? Oh, so he stopped printing it. Okay.
Yeah, no. Like if I saw it, I would have bought it.
Well, nonetheless, thank you for the gift, by the way. I'm gonna put that on my wall, obviously.
Yeah, enjoy, man.
Yeah.
I
mean, you already know me by now. Like Amphibia was definitely one of the best like Disney TVA shows next to Gravity Falls. So I love everything of it. So
it's in the top 3 for me. Top 3.
Mm-hmm. All right. So anything else you want to bring up from GalaxyCon?
Yes, it's a convention I highly recommend you check out if you're a fan of pop culture, video games, cartoons, and all that stuff. You're gonna enjoy it.
And I've mentioned before, GalaxyCon is everywhere in like certain areas in the state. Mm-hmm. So please go to galaxycon.com and look at where GalaxyCon is going to be coming in your area. Yeah,
so definitely just a recommendation.
All right. So without further ado, let's go to our quick news and actually talk about all the things that happened in the month of September. And let's actually start off with... Oops, I'll just do it right here. Let's actually start off with Inside Out 2. Finally making a big achievement and actually beating out the live-action Lion King and now becoming, well... like one of the best movies out there.
Highest grossing animated film of all time box office. Let's go! Yes!
Okay, well first off, it did reach the achievement of best animated film of all time. But did you ever think that we're actually gonna beat out being like the best live action animated film of all time?
Oh, I was like it was definitely hard to achieve because this Lion King movie made so much, but I was heavily rooting for Inside Out 2 to beat it. Look what happened.
I never expected it to actually go that far. I mean, Inside Out 2 is still in theaters right now. Like, I guess people still continue to want to watch it. Like, I've only watched it once. I watched it twice, sorry. I watched it twice, but I haven't seen it ever since.
I watched it twice myself, and I think that the reason why Inside Out 2 has made this amount of money is because it has rewatch value. It's one of those movies where you watch it more than once, you still enjoy it.
I mean, I enjoy it myself. I say it's a good movie. Above average movie.
Yeah.
Like I get it. Like teenagers fix through all these emotions and they face through all these emotions. It makes sense about all the relativity that happened with Riley in those moments. But I feel like Inside Out 1 is slightly a little bit better in my case. Inside Out 2 still, like I said, a really good movie. But like if I were to compare the two of them, I still like Inside Out 1.
In my opinion, Inside Out 2 even surpasses Inside Out 1. Both are masterpieces, but Inside Out 2 hit me so hard in more ways than Inside Out 1 did.
It's kind of crazy how Riley, out of all people, would run away from home. And that kind of grappled me. Mm-hmm. I get it for Inside Out 2. There's so much other real things that happen, but I don't see Riley actually going into a coach's locker room and getting some files in order for her to see if she made the team or not.
It's what anxiety does to a person. Anxiety does tend to drive us to commit actions in ways we wouldn't.
I understand why Riley was hanging out with the other girls just to be cool, quote unquote cool. We've been through this before. You always want to go to the cool side of the high school trope to say.
That's high school for you.
Yeah, but I don't expect her to do crime and stuff, you know? Like, I don't, like, if there's gonna be a 3, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a 3 coming out. I don't expect her to rob a bank, okay? I don't expect her to go to college and start, like, cheating on a test or something like that.
Yeah, you got first you got running away from home, then you got sneaking into a lockers and sneaking into a coach's room, and then third, like, yeah, there could be a possibility Riley could cheat on a college exam.
Yeah, and who knows, she might get expelled or might get demoted or something like that. See, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I love these incredible feats, but I can't see Riley doing that. Like, she's too nice. I get it. She's too nice, and that's what happened in the beginning of the Inside Out 2. But I just like, oh my god, she's just that daring. Like, what kind of big leap was that? What kind of emotional ride was she going through? I don't think people feel that emotional ride.
Well, here's the thing. It does show how Riley, even at that age, is still emotionally immature and she's still anxious. And so, like I said, when we get that anxious, when we have anxiety control us, it drives us to do crazy things.
Well, then again, like when in Inside Out 1, remember, Riley was a kid. So who knows what she was going through? She was angry. She was upset that she could run away from home. And I'm kind of relating this towards what's going on, what I'm doing right now. But I'm playing Persona 3 Reload. And there's this one girl that I'm having a social link with that she's about to run away from home. Oh, gosh. And I'm like rethinking about like, maybe this is something that Riley would do too.
So one of the Persona characters have a Riley moment.
It's one of your social links, yes.
Oh, I see.
But no, I mean, I feel like it's more, I don't know, I just feel like it's more of a believable thing. Like, kids can run away from home if things go bad, but when it comes to Riley actually coming into a coach's room, and I don't know, it's just more of a reality check in my case. But I still say both movies are good.
Yes, both movies are definitely masterpieces at the end of the day, and I can't wait for a third one. Yeah, if there is that.
So it has reached the feat of beating out the live-action Lion King for being the most animated. Was it the biggest animated movie of all time?
Yes.
Even live action. But now it's actually trying to hit the feat of being like one of the best movies of all time. Like overall, live action in anything. Like, can it beat Titanic? Can it beat
Avatar?
Can it beat like all those like top lister movies? Like Dark Knight, for example.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's difficult, but not impossible.
I think we're done. I don't think we need to actually keep it going a little bit more. It'd be awesome if it actually does beat out, like, maybe hit top 5 most grossing movie of all time. But something tells me I think it's done. Like, I don't think it can reach higher levels unless, for example, like the theaters are still putting out Inside Out 2.
Yeah, and even if it doesn't, then I'm still okay with this because we still got a victory right here, man.
Yeah, this was a huge victory for them. I think this is the biggest achievement that they can do. I don't think they can, like, top Titanic. I don't think you could top Avatar. If anything, Inside Out 2 is successful, and this actually puts Pixar back on the map, and it does show now that Pixar is back on the map.
Yes, and, I would rather, like, we actually got an actual good movie to represent the highest grossing animated movie instead of Lion King 2019, because I hated Lion King 2019, but I adored Inside Out 2, so I'll take this.
I feel like that doesn't deserve to be like the best animated movie of all time. That one definitely deserves to be the best animated film of all time. And now it's in that level of Pixar where it's like, can Pixar... I'm pretty sure this is the biggest achievement Pixar will ever do. Can they make a movie that can actually outbeat Inside Out 2? Probably not, but...
Well, I mean, we'll wait and see. Incredibles 3.
You think so?
After
what happened to Incredibles 2, I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, you think about it, Incredibles 3, when it was announced, it was so hype.
Yes, it was hype, but, like, I don't know if it can reach that achievement after what happened to 2. Like, it didn't really get the great ratings that people were expecting after the first Incredibles.
I think it's because it depends on what the Incredibles 3 is going to be about. Now, the Incredibles 3, if it focuses on, let's say, the kids this time around, because the previous 2 focused on the parents, then chances are it could up the butts in the seats, you know?
Maybe. Again, this is still in development. They don't have a release date yet. It could be coming out 2027, 2028. They said they're in development, but after what we heard from D23. But let's enjoy the moment right now and actually enjoy the fact that Inside Out 2 did finally hit that level of beating out the live-action Lion King movie.
Yes, and I couldn't be happier. So congratulations to Pixar. Congratulations to Inside Out 2 cast and crew. We celebrate with you.
All right, on to the next news that we have here in our lineup. This brand new app. Oh, I gotta actually share this.
Beautiful, beautiful. This is art. Yes.
Look, we get it. Who's the king now?
Yes.
Who's the king now? Okay.
It's out too. Pixar's the king.
I saw this on Twitter, and I was like, I have to share this to everybody. If you haven't, if you're like on it, if you like haven't seen this post yet, or on Instagram or like anything on any socials, this has been trending a lot. And I have to give a shout out to the artist, Ali Flincher, because she made this, and yeah, this makes sense. Who's the king? Who's the king now?
You're about to get a new follower, Ali Fincher. I'm just gonna say.
Who's the king now?
Yes.
Anxiety's just pretty much reigning over. Long live the king there.
I mean, anxiety is the king of our minds, or queen of our minds.
Oh
rather.
man, I feel bad. I have a Lion King water bottle here.
You got the wrong ball, dude. What are you doing? You're representing the wrong side, man.
Oh, I like the one. I like it though. This is also a D23 thing, so I want to, take it.
Mm-hmm. You want to look? You got emotions. You got, you got like Mabel feeling joy. You got Luna feeling joy. A
lot of joy. Okay, there you go.
There's a lot of joy to be had.
There's a lot of joy in that. Okay, and people are gonna be joyous about the Inside Out 2 thing.
Yes.
So yeah.
I know I am.
All right, next up, let's actually talk about. Oops, wrong mouse. Let's actually talk about this brand new app that got announced last week. It's called Disney Step. Disney Japan reveals a new Pokemon Go clone called Disney Step. It is currently out. Is it currently out in Japan, or is it in test development right now?
I can't say for sure, but it is going to be coming in Japan. That's really all I can say about it. But either way, we know it's coming.
Yes. So it is currently out in Japan. I think it's currently in a test development alpha beta testing right now, but some folks are currently using it. What I'm seeing about this app is that it is pretty much Pokemon Go, but with Disney characters that you're going to capture instead of Pokemon. So what do you think? What are your thoughts on the idea of like a new Pokemon Go-esque Disney app?
Now, before you told me, I actually didn't know that there were more Pokemon Go clones that were already made. Like, there was a Harry Potter one, apparently. There was a Pikmin one. And, before I knew about this, I actually didn't know there was going to be another Pokemon Go clone to take up.
There's just a lot of Pokemon Go clones. They know from the success of what happened back for Pokemon Go that they want to make their own version of Pokemon Go with their own franchise. So I'm not gonna be surprised if a SpongeBob one will pop up. Nickelodeon, you have your games app. You might as well make your own SpongeBob Go app or something.
Yeah, but it turns out Disney's, presenting their own case of this. I'm just like, you know what? I wish them nothing but success.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of wondering, like, what kind of characters will they bring up? They have so many Disney characters, to be fair, so it kind of makes sense. Like, I'm pretty sure there's over 100 Disney characters that they can, like, capture, like, from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, etc.
Yeah, here's the thing, is that nowadays you see various amounts of games in which they pretty much embrace and celebrate Disney characters. Like, whether it be Lorcana, the train card game, whether it be the Disney Heroes app game that you play, and this.
And the Disney Racers game that also includes Disney TVA characters, so there's that game.
Yeah.
So I always say, like, I think Disney is kind of in that right way of, like, making brand new applications, so I'm not surprised with the fact that they wanted to make their own Pokemon Go app, but who knows, it might be successful. I'm in the right for this, but this is currently in Japan. America doesn't have it. How soon do you think it will come to the States?
It's not going to be anytime soon. Like, at the earliest, it's going to be 2 years from now because, games that come out in Japan, they do take a while for it to release in America. I want to get on board with this.
So you will download it once the pre-orders are come up.
I will.
Okay. I've experienced this before when it comes to Japanese games. Was it like Genshin Impact, like Honkai Star Rail, those games? Even Azure Lane too. But Love Live would be the one game that I remember like waiting wholeheartedly to get. I remember getting the the Love Live as a If game for the first time in English. I was waiting for 2 to come out, and that didn't come out for I think like more than a year because I know they're promoting it like in Anime Expo, and they just never put it out until a year later. So, and the timeline continues to be that way. I would imagine it'd probably be like 6 months to a year, maybe more than that we'll actually see Disney Step. So yeah, Japan obviously has like the best tech right now, so the reason why they have all these apps. But yeah, Disney Step, who knows? If it'll come into the States probably next year or who knows. I mean, D23 didn't even announce this yet, so
Yeah, they didn't, but I have a feeling they may announce it in the next D23.
maybe. But yes, if anything, this new app is coming out real soon. Again, we don't have much news about it. All we're just saying is our thoughts on a new Disney Pokemon Go-esque app that they're gonna have. All right, next up. If you have DirecTV, you're kind of screwed right now. DirecTV and Disney right now are currently not having good contract negotiations when it comes to bringing back the Disney channels back onto DirecTV. So if you have DirecTV right now, right at the moment, you guys do not have ABC, you do not have Disney Channel, Disney Junior, Freeform, National Geographic, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPNU, a bunch of other like Disney channels that have been pretty much taken off from DirecTV because of their whole contract dispute. So if you're gonna be watching, let's say Monday Night Football for the Jets against the Niners this next Monday, you probably won't be able to watch it because that contract you're pretty much blacked out from ESPN. If you're going to watch the presidential debate in a couple of weeks, you might not be able to watch it because that's going to be aired on ABC, and that's also owned by ESPN. Sorry, that's owned by Disney too. So at the moment right now, this kind of is in a big dispute right now. What are your thoughts when you heard about this happening in DirecTV?
You know, when I first heard about this, let's be honest, DirecTV isn't doing well nowadays, primarily due to streaming services, being the new dominant force of entertainment. And ever since then, cable's been dying.
DirecTV actually has the upper hand in this. Like, I've been reading the whole contract deal about the negotiations that's been going on. DirecTV kind of does not like Disney right now because if you've been seeing how Disney is airing their shows, they're on their streaming sites literally the next day, or they literally just put it on the streaming sites. So, for example, like Shogun, for example. Shogun is a FX show that actually is on Hulu, I think, the next day, or is already on Hulu. So, if anything, I think DirecTV is kind of getting screwed over to the fact that it's like, look, they're going to be watching it on Hulu instead of watching it on DirecTV. So what's the point of actually keeping you?
Yeah, like I said before, it all comes down to like how we're in a streaming service era, and because of that, cable companies are getting pretty much screwed over by streaming service, and DirecTV is getting like DirecTV is aware of this. DirecTV is awareness, and that's why DirecTV isn't doing well with Disney currently.
What side are you leaning on in this case, DirecTV or Disney? Because it feels like nobody wins in this, and DirecTV is screwing itself over not picking up Disney.
Yeah, I will say that I'm not really on anyone's side in this case. Both do have valid concerns, valid points. Whereas I can understand DirecTV's perspective because they're sort of struggling. But on the other hand, Disney is thriving from streaming. So
yeah, I think DirecTV is kind of shooting themselves in the foot, not making a contract to Disney because, well, first off, DirecTV doesn't have Sunday Ticket anymore. YouTube TV has it. DirecTV also has some contract disputes when it comes to, for example, Paramount for other companies, but they were able to at least get a resolution of that in like a month, in like a week or two. This time around, I feel like this may take longer than a week because I know I know that the DirecTV got shut down with Disney like I think a couple weeks ago. And at the moment, those negotiations, from what I'm hearing, like from all the news sources that I've been seeing as of recording, they're not doing well when it comes to it. And something tells me that Disney is probably going to just take all the stuff that they're going to be airing and then put it into other sources that show their channels. For example, like Xfinity, Cox, Time Warner Cable, and YouTube TV.
Yeah, like Disney is already Disney's already showing so much from their own streaming services from other cable companies. So I think Disney at the end of the day says they don't need DirecTV.
And I was a DirecTV person myself. When we had satellite back in like the 2010s, it is expensive. Like it is expensive because the thing is we're only watching certain channels. Like I watch Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, NES, and like all the sports channels and even the local network channels. Same with my mom. My mom watches that along with the CNN and MSNBC, Hallmark Channel, etc. We're paying way too much for other channels. That's why but that's why when we saw DirecTV like just continuing to bump up our like prices for satellite, I said forget it. So that's why we decided to just like drop DirecTV, and that's why we own YouTube TV instead, because it for a cheap rate. It's not really a cheap rate. It's like $75 a month, but for a rate, you can still be able to like go to your channels and just use the internet instead of satellite or cable.
I would say you made the right call, because, who want to spend that much? And by the way, me and my family used to own DirecTV as well. Like we used to have DirecTV as well before we switched to Xfinity because of lower costs and better service.
Is Xfinity actually... Well, how long have you had Xfinity?
I've had Xfinity for quite a while. I forget, when we first got it. I think it was around like mid 2010s or something. DirecTV we've had since the 2000s all the way up to the 2010s.
And you just dropped it because Xfinity had a better rate for you.
It had a better rate and had better customer service.
Well, you had you had that combo thing too, right? Internet. Is it internet also with Xfinity too?
It's internet, yes.
See, you have internet TV. So they should have a combo package for you, while DirecTV is only TV.
Yeah.
So they're kind of screwing themselves over just by not even getting internet on DirecTV.
Yeah, so that's why Xfinity has the upper hand when it comes to cable companies.
Yeah. To be fair, when I look at these negotiations, if there's no deal going to happen, so be it. I feel like DirecTV is going to go down the drains after losing so much stuff. I think Sunday Ticket definitely was their biggest hit, because now it's on YouTube TV. Now everyone is picking up Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the case. Like DirecTV is getting the worst, stick of it in terms of cable companies dying. DirecTV is doing really bad.
Yeah, I am. Again, I don't think these negotiations are going to be resolved anytime soon. No matter what, it just comes to show that satellite and cable are kind of dying, and it's not our fault. It's streaming. It's pretty much the way to go now.
It's a matter of streaming at the end of the day. So yeah, that's pretty much the type of era we're living in.
Yeah, and I'm very sorry for those that couldn't be able to watch the Monday Night Football game on the Jets and the Niners. That's going to be happening this Monday as we're recording. But yeah, go Niners.
Go Raiders on Sunday. I'm going to keep my eye on the Raiders.
That's on CBS. DirecTV still has CBS, okay?
At least you get to watch our game. DirecTV fans, like, at least you get our game.
Well, we'll see, because it's a region thing. So yeah, get Sunday Ticket. It's only $200 on YouTube TV.
Do you really want to spend that much on Sunday Ticket?
A little 18 weeks of football, maybe.
But 200, really? I don't know. It's a bit pricey for me.
You can't be able to watch other like games out of the region though.
Like, even as a football fan myself, I don't see myself spending $200 to watch all the games.
Well, unless you're like a huge fan, like for example, maybe I want to watch the Cowboys play the Browns, or maybe I could watch the I watch the Broncos play the Seahawks.
I can always watch the highlights.
I guess, but it's not the same. I don't know. Or you could just have Red Zone like your brother has.
That is true too.
That also comes with YouTube TV. That also comes with Sunday Ticket. Go get it. I'm just kidding. Look, we can't watch every Raider game here, unfortunately, because they're in Las Vegas, okay?
Yeah, that's one reason I would consider games, just to watch every Raider game.
Because, yeah, it's weird. Sometimes it won't be here in the Bay Area.
I know. We miss you in Oakland.
What's in Oakland anymore?
Good point.
All right, let's head over to our next news here as we talk about this brand new thing that's going on YouTube called the Cartoon Show. And no, I'm not referring to the Cartoon Show back in the 2000s, okay? They don't have Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls, or Courage the Cowardly Dog, etc. But they kind of do have, from what we're seeing here in the Cartoon Show. This is on YouTube. It's called the Cartoon Show. It's doing a 4-part series called #Stand With Animation, which celebrates and tells the audience the history and human arts pushing the limits of animation. At the moment right now, if you go to their channel, there are a bunch of like random videos, but there are people that work from Cartoon Network that are pretty much doing vlogs, putting out old commercials, old lost media that you haven't seen before, that you may have not seen before, that it's coming back to life, that everybody will love to watch again. First off, I want to ask you, how do you like the channel so far?
I haven't seen any of their videos from that channel, but I'm still really excited for this 4-parter, mainly because of the fact of how it's pretty much celebrates #Stand With Animation, and it's pretty much celebrates, the art of humans making animation.
Okay, so there's that. But then the other thing too is that it's been random. Like I told you this pre-show, but it is a random like channel because they have so much stuff around, from blogs to extras to behind the scenes stuff to artist spotlights and stuff. So it got me really confused of like what their focus is. But hopefully, as we're recording this Saturday, September 7th, they actually would make a big definition of what they are.
And I will say this: I really hope it turns out successful, and I hope that the four-parter does help gain more subscribers.
I really hope so too. They currently have like 1,800 subscribers right now. Yeah, if anything, I get it. The whole hashtag Sam with Animation is going to be through their channel. So I know some of you guys are probably looking at it on all the social medias, from Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram and all those jazz. But hashtag Stand with Animation is a big trending thing because obviously animators want to get paid well. Animators want to make sure that they still have a job instead of having AI replace themselves. But yeah, I mean, how do you like the whole impact that they're doing for this channel to at least showcase the fact that like human animation is so much better than actually having a computer run it for you?
Yeah, I like the fact how this video is going to help spread awareness of the situation that's going on with the animation community. And I do hope that, like, if not make a big change, I hope it does at least spread some awareness to the animation industry.
You know what? It's kind of funny. I feel like these are people from Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
I'm seeing like the whole pattern of Cartoon Network, and they have like all these references to Cartoon Network shows like what is it, Powerpuff Girls, Ed and Eddie, Steven Universe.
Not only that, but on their cover of their YouTube channel, they even show hands and arms of Cartoon Network characters holding pencils.
Yeah, that's their like cover photo with the whole Stand with Animation.
Like you see Mordecai's, Bugs Bunny, one of the Powerpuff Girls, yeah, and all that stuff.
And I've seen the trailer too. It looks, I understand their goal and stuff, and I really do hope they succeed. Hopefully, they just get more subscribers to the channel so that they can understand that yes, animation is better with human hands than having a computer run it for them.
Yeah, so please, if you can, please go follow their YouTube channel and watch the four-parter. Hashtag Stand with Animation.
Hashtag Stand with Animation. Yes, Cartoon Show is currently on YouTube. Go ahead and like and subscribe. There's stuff they have over there. All right. Now, that's all the news that we have for the month of September. Let's actually talk about all the things that's going to be released in the month of September. And let's actually start off with the movies. Starting off with Transformers 1. Transformers 1 is coming out on September 18th. It will talk about the origin story of Optimus Prime and Megatron, along with a lot of other robots that are also in their world. So how excited are you about this particular movie?
Like I said, it's one of those movies that, while I'm not in a rush to see it, it's definitely one of those I gotta check out at some point.
Okay. Are you gonna see this on day one?
I don't know if I'll watch it on day one. I'll give it a watch at some point, rather it be like about 1 to 2 weeks from its release, or, you know, worst case scenario, watch it from once it comes out on streaming. But it's one of those movies.
You're not gonna be one of those that actually go to theaters and watch it?
No, because I'm not so much of a Transformers fan myself, but Transformers 1 does look like an interesting trailer. It looks interesting.
I actually would like to see it in theaters just because I kind of want to see that whole origin story. Yes, I grew up watching the Transformers movie with Shia LaBeouf. I'm one of those folks. I haven't watched the 90s Transformers, the 2000 Transformers, etc. I literally started Transformers by watching the first movie with Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, God.
No. Back then, you were all hype about it, okay? Don't lie.
Yeah, I will confess to watching Transformers 1 and Revenge of the Fallen as a teenager. And, of course, my teenage brain was like, yeah, this is awesome, explosives.
Yeah, we all remember watching the second movie. We all loved it. And we all remembered, like, oh, great. That's right. The graphics are the ones this is the reason why we love the movie.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those turn off your brain sort of movies.
Yes, it's because of all the explosions. Thanks, Michael Bay.
Yeah. Yeah, but honestly, just... God, I'll never forget these racist robots. Just, ugh.
Like, what? Oh.
Those two robots, just, why?
Okay, that was back in, like, 2000, like,
it was
late
2009.
2000s. Yeah, late 2000s. I was going to say. Now watching it again now makes me feel weird now. Mm-hmm. Like, God damn it.
But yeah, going back to this definitely looks to be a, you know, brothers to enemies sort of origin story that I'm on board.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, because when you first saw the first Transformers, Megatron and Optimus Prime were both enemies. Like, we get the Allspark and stuff. I don't know if they're gonna have a reference to Allspark. Or maybe it is, because I see Optimus Prime holding some big blue thing, and I'm seeing that's the Allspark. But I just don't know how. I didn't actually realize the whole origin story of them actually being brothers turning into, enemies. Obviously, that's going to be the big thing that's going to happen in this movie, because it seems like from the trailers I've seen, both of them looks to be buddy brothers. Like, like what bros are. They are really cool brothers. They work somewhere, and then somehow they end up getting powers to transform. And then they use their powers for good and evil, like Optimus Prime for good and Megatron for evil.
Yeah, I do want to. I am curious to check out this Transformers origin story. I definitely want to see how it's told. The computer animation in this looks. Yeah, computer animation in this is definitely fitting for a Transformers movie.
Now we talked about like the past Transformers movies that we've seen. We talked about like the live action movies with Shia LaBeouf, and they continue to make more movies like The Beast of the Wild, and they continue to feature Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. You will see Optimus Prime and Bumblebee here in Transformers 1, but again, it's an origin story.
I think the one thing that I'm curious about the most is how did Bumblebee lose his voice? That's actually the one thing. Number one thing I'm curious about.
I don't know about that either, and I'm kind of wondering about it too, because when he comes into Earth, he literally had to use radio in order for him to speak.
I'm actually wondering if Megatron himself caused Bumblebee to lose his voice.
I have a feeling it might be.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I'm wondering about who that girl robot is too, because it looks like she's a reliable character. It's just more like, how did she get an origin story, or where did she first come from?
Yeah,
because she wasn't even in the live action movies.
Yeah, and she wasn't really in any of the Transformers media that I've seen. Well, to the two movies I have seen, honestly. But yeah, I'm curious about this character as well, like how she is going to be. And given someone who has rarely watched any Transformers media, this could be my real intro to Transformers. Because this is an origin story.
And also, Bumblebee, again, how he talks right now, he looks like a bro dude guy from what I'm hearing. Also, the fact that they also have amazing celebrities that are also going to be in this. Chris Hemsworth and Scarlett Johansson. Both of them are going to be in the movie.
I actually had this one joke. So since Chris Hemsworth is turned out to be voicing Optimus Prime, you could say he's a Transformer.
Oh my God. Hey, I'm not the one who said that. I'm not the one who said that. He did, but me getting Luann vibes out of this now. She's there, right down there.
She's proud.
Anything else to talk about for Transformers 1? All I'm saying is that I'm gonna watch it probably in the weekend of, not day one, but I'm gonna watch it like on that weekend of when Transformers comes out.
It's one, like I said before, it's a movie that, if not the opening weekend, I'm definitely going to check it out at some point.
I see. Well, nonetheless, Transformers 1 comes out September 18th. For those that are into Transformers, this is a good movie for you. If anything, hopefully this makes Paramount go up, make them more popular. I know Sonic 3 is about to come out too.
Oh, Sonic 3 will take care of that for them. Don't worry.
If anything, Paramount needs to get themselves back up. It can't just be all about SpongeBob, guys. I'm tired of SpongeBob shit. Come on.
Seriously.
Come on.
Like Paramount, you have other properties. Use them.
Exactly. Loud House. Where's the next Loud House movie, guys?
Yeah. You did well
with
No Time to Spy.
No Time to Spy was amazing. Where's my next Loud House movie?
You did well in No Time to Spy. Show us what you got with the expansion of the Loud House verse.
Or give some more stuff to Rock, Paper, Scissors or other properties.
You wish season 2.
What is that?
You wish season 2.
Yeah, even Fairly Odd Parents, guys. Come on. Oh.
You wish. Let's go.
All right. Let's head over to another movie that will be coming out this September, The Wild Robot. The Wild Robot is coming out on September 27, 2024. This is a brand new DreamWorks film that has the animation styles of it kind of reminds me of Puss in Boots, the animation style.
Yeah, it's a stylized animation where you do see part watercolor, part computer animation, and small bits of 2D here there. But yeah, it's totally stylized.
Yes, and from all the trailers that we've been seeing, this actually looks pretty interesting because it features animals in the wild as well as a robot that continues to roam around Earth. It feels like this is a post-apocalyptic world or something.
Yes, and everything about the trailer is just breathtaking. From its natural landscape to its animation style to some of the quiet scenes that go into the trailer. It's just, oh my gosh, this looks amazing.
It does look amazing, and we've seen this already for Puss in Boots. The animation style is just absolutely great.
Yes.
I just do like the whole story about a robot trying to help this young duckling fly or something.
Yeah, and it's also about this robot learning the ways of nature. Like you pretty much see him trying to blend into this natural landscape, learning how to dodge, climb, run, and all the stuff from the animals that reside.
Yeah,
in it.
they're like, what was it? He's trying to adapt with the animals.
He's trying to adapt, and that's what I like about it. It's a fish out of water story. Fish out of water story.
And the other thing too is that his kind also does come to stop him. Or her. I think it's her because it's Lupita Nyong'o.
Her. I'm gonna say her. Yeah. Misgender.
So she was the one that's the robot. And the other thing too is that other robots are gonna come to, take her back to her kind to say. And then she wants to escape and make sure that all the animals are safe or free or something like that.
Yeah.
Or she found her family and it's with the animals, not with the robots.
It does sound like a bit cliche because it's a fish out of water story in which this, fish learns to adapt out of water, but then the fish's own kind come to claim him. It's just like, it's sort of like, think of Dances with Wolves, Avatar, that kind of story. But the way it's being told, like, from what I've seen, I have a feeling they're going to tell it in its own way. They're going to tell it beautifully.
I think they're going to do it a really good job from the way DreamWorks is. These are the people who made How to Train Your Dragon, and that turned out to be a pretty good movie.
And that's actually a really good sign. When the people of How to Train Your Dragon are focusing on this, you're in for a good ride.
Another thing, too, this is an original movie from DreamWorks, and we haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, usually nowadays, like 90% of DreamWorks movies that come nowadays are pretty much based on already existing IPs. We rarely get, original movies. Well, okay, you got Ruby Gillman. We don't talk about that.
No, we don't talk about. Okay, that was a huge failure for DreamWorks. That's for sure.
You got Ruby Gillman. We don't talk about that. But this is another original DreamWorks movie, and unlike that movie, I have a feeling this movie will legit succeed.
I think they're all on the lines of actually a great movie. I mean, you had was it The Bad Guys also be a movie, and that turned out to be good. They're having a 2 come out.
Yes.
And even a Christmas special. Remember to follow us on our socials. Remember, our socials are down below. And the fact that, like, the animation style is, like I said, Puss in Boots, and it looks absolutely amazing. Maybe, just maybe, this could be the next big hit for DreamWorks.
Yeah, and the Wild Robots, I'm actually rooting for it to have its own franchise. Like,
You think it's gonna be a 2? I don't think so.
Like, even if it doesn't have a sequel or any of the shorts or anything like that, if it's a standalone movie, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I think it's just best as a standalone movie because you already have the story all set up in that movie. Like Abominable. There's a lot of other movies that that are just pretty much one-sided stories. You can't really make another movie come out.
But I'm saying, like, The Bad Guys, when The Bad Guys was released, we thought it was going to be a standalone movie.
No, I don't think it is, just because there were books about it. So
we didn't think that there would be a sequel or any of the specials about it, but here we are. So anything can happen.
I don't think there's going to be a Wild Robot Christmas special or something. I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, but future will tell. I
don't know. I think it's just best as a standalone movie. That's what I'm looking into. But yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm not rooting for Wild Robot to be a franchise. I'm rooting for it to be successful.
Yes, I just want it to be successful. And I think it's going to be one of DreamWorks' best films. That's what I'm looking at right now from all the things I'm seeing in the trailer. If things are looking up from the way I see the trailer, it might be one of the best DreamWorks films I've seen.
Yes, and with this movie, this is definitely something I'll see opening weekend. I am all hyped for it.
Were you surprised about the whole animals talking?
The whole animals talking.
Animals are talking in the movie.
Yeah, the animals talking did catch me by surprise. I thought they were gonna have just animal noises. But
so it's kind of like WALL-E.
Yeah, so it's sort of like that. I would have preferred that the animals not talk, but if the animals do talk,
you had an all-star cast with Lupita Nyong'o and Pedro Pascal. I'm sorry, but Pedro Pascal needs to at least be a important character in this movie.
No, but I was hoping that the voice actors that actually do lend their voices are those that only robots. I was hoping that only the robots talk.
Well, when you saw the cast in the trailer, I'm assuming yes, they're probably gonna talk because if the characters are gonna be based off and if the supporting characters are gonna be animals, then yes, I have a feeling that we're gonna be talking.
And well, I mean, regardless of whether or not the animals do talk, I do hope that they have their own charm.
Yeah,
I do
I'm
hope
pretty
that the
sure they will.
characters are
I'm pretty
charming.
sure they will. I mean, we're kind of in that world where, like in DreamWorks, every animal talks. Look, you had Shrek, they talk. You had Puss in Boots, they talk. You have How to Train Dragon. No, dragons didn't talk there though.
Dragons didn't talk there, so.
I don't care. I don't care. I feel like either way, it doesn't really matter. If anything, I just hopefully want to see the Wild Robot be a good movie. If anything.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm rooting for this to succeed.
And maybe after this, we might have more original DreamWorks movies. Can't really rely on sequels a lot.
Yeah, seriously, you can't do sequels all the time. You're gonna have a balance of sequels and original movies. You can't just heavily rely on sequels. You gotta balance it out.
Or like I'm watching on Disney's eyes just because I'm just seeing sequels in their lineup right now.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like with Disney and Pixar, I've been feeling they're tilting towards sequels. They're making original content for sure, and I'm grateful to them for that. But I do wish that they would do a bit less sequels and a bit more originals.
Indeed. Well, the Wild Robot comes out at the end of the month, on September 27th. So make sure if you're ready to watch this movie, go grab your tickets right now. But we're gonna be excited for it. Day one for you.
Day one for me.
I say same weekend too. The other
Yes.
way. I can't wait to watch this movie.
Absolutely, 100%.
All right. Last but not least, let's actually talk about the TV side of new episodes coming out for September. And there's only one show that comes in particular, Primos. Yes. Okay, so Omid, you kind of bashed on this. Like we didn't bring this live, but you bashed on this show. But you've already seen a couple episodes of the show. What are your thoughts on Primos now?
Pre-release, I was one of those. I was like, this doesn't look good. In fact, this actually turned out to be the dud of Disney TVA. I'm a couple of episodes in, and I'm like, okay, this is proving to be better than expected, better than I thought. It still has its own flaws from the first two episodes I've seen, but at the end of the day, it ain't bad.
Yeah, I'm just saying because people overhated the hell out of the movie, out of the show, just because bad PR. They did make some big mistakes. I mean, they named their town after an earthquake. Thankfully, they fixed that. They did change the name of one of the characters because one of the characters' names is actually a NSFW part. And the voice actress is still working with them, but I know she did say some slander that kind of made Primos look really bad.
Yeah, I think that's the worst part.
Yeah, but the other thing too is that they're trying to recover. Have you seen that new what was it? In My Head, like short that had Natasha Klein talk to Tater. That was actually a really good short considering what the story was going to be about. It was all about her life.
Yeah, Natasha Klein, you did mention how it basically is based on Natasha Klein's own childhood, and that's why it's really personal to her, and that's actually it's actually the only good reason that I could think of as to why I'm okay with it being successful.
Well, people kind of thought Primos was going to be the next Casa Grandes, and I'm like, well, first off, again, like it doesn't even say anything about Mexican culture. This was just more of a personal life of having 12 cousins in a household.
It's more along the lines of, okay, the reason why I've been calling it Disney's Loud House or Disney's own Casa Grandes.
Just because the characters are all in one house. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, no, it's not the Mexican part. It's not even the cultural part. It's more like, like you have a protagonist who's dealing with way too many members of a family in one house. So that's one reason why I compared this show to the other two. Yeah,
we kind of called it, what was it, Disney's Loud House Casa Grande's little mix. And to be fair, they kind of are. It kind of is. I can totally see, like, I don't know if you're following my socials, but you can totally see there's some comparisons from some of the characters in Primos that relate to Loud House characters.
That's what kind of turned me off about this is because, like, there are some characters that are even recycled from Loud House of Casa Grandes.
No, not really. They have their own kind of twist to it. I mean, like, yes, I can see that the T sisters being literally Lola, Lenny, and Lori.
And plus, look at this. Like, you got, the dark-skinned girl with the pink hair.
And she's literally rocking a guitar. She's the oldest primo. And she has a guitar. She rocks around. She's like the Luna Loud. I get it. I
don't remember her name.
Lita. Her name is Lita.
It's Alita, but for now I'm just going to call her not Luna.
No, she's been doing, and then even
She doesn't hold a candle to this rock and roll goddess.
And even the girl in the hoodie named Lot Lot, like she has the gothic like dark magic things that happen. It kind of reminds me of a certain Loud that also does that too.
Oh, so you're referring to not Lucy Loud. Yeah, I know it's Lot, but again, I'm calling her not Lucy.
Yeah, I made a list of comparisons about like some of the characters that are in the show. I mean, there's literally a Lin Jr. that's like absolutely you'll see him like he looks like he's into sports. He farts a lot. I mean, come on, that's
You're talking
like
about Big Nacho, right?
Yes, Nacho. You don't like him.
I'm sorry. Like the other characters, range from tolerable to kind of forgettable. My God, I can't stand Big Nacho. I can't stand him.
But how about his little brother Nachito? It kind of reminds me of Carl Casagrande all of a sudden.
Like I said, he's okay. He doesn't stand out the world, but God, I can't stand Big Nacho. I really do hope they do something good with this character, but because, like my first impressions of him really left a bad taste in my mouth. Well,
I get it. You'll watch eventually. There is an episode later on in the show that will make you like him. And then to be fair, I will not spoil.
But yeah, first impressions are important. When you watch a show, first impressions are important. And the thing with Primos, the first impressions I got was, it was, some good, some bad, and then you mix it up to make it a okay show.
Yeah, this is more of like,
wow, it's okay first impression.
It sucks because people overhated the hell out of the show after the bad impressions that happened. But when you watch the show, it turned out to be all right. It turned out to be all right. It's not like a successful show like at Baby Other Owl House, okay?
Oh, it's not even as successful as the other slice of life shows like Big City Greens or KIF.
Okay, we're in that level. No. Primos is kind of in that level of Big City Greens and KIF because they're kind of slice of life. And I'm wondering how Primos would go, considering that they're halfway through the season, and right now it's just the same old episodes of like Tater hanging out with their cousins. Yeah,
I would say that my first impressions of this are that I really do hope that they do give some time to expand and develop the characters.
They will.
You told me they did, so I'm just like, okay, I want to see how they do it.
I'm catching up. I already caught up on the show. I already watched the first 9 episodes, and it's been good.
Because the first 2 episodes, I'm only judging by the first 2 episodes. I'm not judging
remember. I just remember one episode. You'll watch it eventually, but there's literally one episode that like is totally relatable to the one Casagrande episode, Cut the Chisme.
Oh, the gossip one.
Yes.
So we have a gossiper here, right?
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, and it was pretty nice. You'll know who it is. You'll know who the gossipers are. Okay.
I'm saying, like, the first 2 episodes, from what I've seen, I'm not judging the show as a whole. I do hope that they, develop the characters, because the first 2 episodes, they feel like background characters. But Nate, you did mention that they do take the time to expand, develop the relationship between Tater and each individual Primos. So I'm just like, okay, good. I want to see it.
They did this in the first season, unlike the Loud House that literally took them like later on in the first season to develop one of the characters.
Okay, well, if that's the case, I'll definitely take your word for it. So, yeah, because I want the show to be good. And I want to be, proven wrong about Primos, just like Nate, you were proven wrong about Fairly Odd Parents Do Wish. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, see, so we got to do another episode. We are going to eventually do a first impressions episode on Primos, because we're going to talk about the first 2 episodes of the show. And I want to hear your literal reactions of like how those episodes go and stuff.
Yeah, I actually do, because like I said before, like I was going into Primos expecting it to be like from mediocre to bad. I didn't expect it to be good, be okay.
So at the moment, you said you thought the first 2 episodes. What's your favorite Primo right now?
I'm gonna say
because I know you're a big Luna fan, so
yeah,
you have to do the same thing for a big household like Primos, okay?
I mean, I don't have a favorite Primo at this moment, but I do have a favorite Primo's character. And that character is Nelly.
Nelly, yay! Also, by the way, like, it's so confusing because you're thinking Nelly is the older sister, knowing that she's taller than Tater, but she's a younger sister.
Yeah.
How? I'm like, I get so confused sometimes. I'm like, I get it. Tater's the main character of the show, but then Nelly also is a supportive character, if anything. She's her little sister, but she's tall. I still get so confused about it. Nelly's the middle child, by the way.
What makes Nelly really stand out is how she's her own character. I do like how like she's her own character, and not only that, but there's also the fact of how even though she's younger than Tater, like she does know when to put Tater in her place. She does offer helpful advice, and well, she has that dry, cynical, sarcastic wit to her that I just love.
I actually like that from her as well. Also, you said it's our second episode, right?
I actually watched the second episode. The last one I watched was when like Tater had this doll from Loglot.
yes, that was a great
doll.
That was amazing. Oh, and then again, also it means you saw the episode where Nelly was trying to find a sock and stuff. She's literally like acting like a pirate.
My God, I just adore that character. I want to see more of her.
You'll see her more eventually, and she does have a very, very good episode coming up. You will see soon.
I'll keep my eye on that.
Yes, because it's so it makes a lot of sense why Nelly was acting like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also Primos, if you look at the animation style, it
reminds me of Big City for some reason.
No, I was about to say, if you look at the animation style, I like how they had used like these doodles, these crayon drawings to illustrate Tater's thoughts and everything, and it blends together with this good-looking animation. I'm gonna say the animation is not bad.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you, everybody's just hating on the show. It's still good. It's not like what's a bust of a cartoon? I was gonna say Dave the Barbarian, but Almeda's gonna probably hate my butt about it. It's a bust.
Oh, Pickle and Peanut.
Oh yeah, that was a bad one too.
Pickle and Peanut was a dud. Pickle and Peanut was a dud.
It's from the same people that made Fish Hooks. Oh, no, it wasn't Fish Hooks, it was something else. Either way, Pickle and Peanut was weird. Yes.
Yeah, it was the dud of Disney TVA.
Yeah, because the animation style was absolutely horrid, and you're also even comedy when it comes to it.
Not only that, it looks like something that belongs somewhere in the lines of
Adult Swim.
No, I was about to say Nickelodeon in its bad era. The one with Breadwinners, Sanjay and Craig, Fanboy Chum Chun. Pickle and Peanut heavily remind me of those.
I'm just saying, like, we should really do an episode where we actually talk about the 2010s, like, cartoons,
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the good ones are bad. Good ones are bad.
No, it doesn't matter. There was a really bad era of cartoons that you couldn't even find a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you couldn't even find a hit in Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, or Cartoon Network.
Yeah, but, I mean, what's the case with Nickelodeon? But, luckily, Loud House came to rescue.
Okay, so, you said you don't have a favorite Primo yet? I was thinking Lita would be your favorite Primo just because he's a Luna Loud enthusiast.
That doesn't automatically make her a favorite of mine. No, I want to see more of that. I want to see more of them before I decide a Primo.
So if I were to say anything, the T sisters are relatable towards Lori, which is my favorite Loud. I actually like all three of them because like I forgot Tonita. Wait, I forgot the name of the song. Because she lists down every Primo in the theme song. Mm-hmm. Crap, I forgot her name. Tabby, Antonita. Oh God.
See, I don't even remember the names either.
Audience, just give me the names of the sisters, please.
I'm new to the show, so don't expect me to know all the names.
She's literally said it in the theme song. Lucita is Lucita's the baby, which is Lily Loud, to be fair.
Yeah. Not only that, but Lucita is also one of the two siblings of Tater. So
yeah, and even
that's Tater's immediate family.
And even Cha-Cha, which reminds me of Lana. Oh gosh. And all she says is Cha-Cha, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of cute.
Like I will say, I think the Primo that is the most interesting so far doesn't make her favorite, but it's the one that catches my eye the most. Is that girl with the glasses and the scarf?
Oh, you mean Gordita?
Gordita, yeah, Gordita is one of the.
You mean Lisa
ones.
Loud? Okay, yeah, Lisa.
Gordita is one of the more interesting characters.
Oh, she's Lisa. Come on, look at what she's doing. She's like trying to be a gifted child, and I'm like, what is going on? It reminds me so much of Loud House.
Yeah, and yeah, that's actually my big complaint about this is that half of the Primos, cast does feel like a Loud House ripoff.
Don't tell me this is
not ripoff, but more like Loud House recycled character.
Don't tell me this is gonna be a brand new topic of us to talk about Primos. Okay. How we got into Primos.
Yeah, how we got into Primos.
And then I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna be like, "What the hell is wrong with you? Why are you loving a show that we all hated last year?"
I'm not loving it. I'm not hating it either. I'm in the middle.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm the middle.
I'm the middle guy too, but then maybe after watching more episodes, I'm starting to actually like it. Also, that theme song's catchy. The theme song is catchy. Come on.
I will say the theme song is it's quite good. Yeah.
Right. So, and from all the hype that we've been talking to you about Primos, I do want to let you know that there are brand new episodes coming out in September, and there will be a batch of new episodes coming out on Disney Plus. So, yes, Primos is still continuing on, and it kind of tells me like, will there be a second season? And to be fair, I don't care if there's gonna be a second season or not, because after all the hate that it had during its run, during that like preview time at Disney, I don't know if Disney actually likes it that they want to make a second season. But if anything, I do want to see how this show ends up, because it does look like a fun show. Talks about Natasha Klein's like childhood of her living in a house with 12 cousins, with actually 20 plus cousins actually. If you actually watch that Ahead of My Life or something like that with Natasha Klein, she does say she actually had 20 cousins living in the same household. So it's actually worse than having 12.
See, it's actually the best thing about it is just, the part where it's based on Natasha Klein's childhood and how it's personal to her. From that aspect alone is where I say, okay, I want the show to succeed because of that aspect.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, guys, this is not a Casa Grande's thing, okay? This is absolutely an original story. This is not supposed to be reflecting around culture, because, to be fair, what I'm seeing from these last couple episodes, no culture was even referenced. Mexican culture, it's more of LA, just how life is in LA.
Yeah.
And it's a bigger like concept compared to Mexican culture that you saw in Casa Grande's.
Yeah, it's trying to be like its own thing, and like I said before, it is similar to Casa Grande's, but not in the cultural aspect, but more like a heavy cast of characters sort of sense, like a big family sort of sense.
So you're gonna be continuing watching more episodes of this show?
Yeah, I'm actually going to.
We're making me become a Primos fan, and I'm slowly becoming a Primos fan. It's actually not bad. And you're all thinking again, y'all overhated the show, and I think that's another topic that we're gonna bring up in one of our future Anination podcast episodes.
Yeah, I'm generally curious to see how this show is going to turn out, like the direction it's going to take. It's going to be either really good, really bad, or just somewhere in between. Either way, I'm on board with this. I'm actually going to watch
it. Seriously, guys in the audience, you might want to tell me the sisters' names, guys. Come on.
And especially as
Tonita's one of them. I know Tonita's one of them.
As a big Disney TVA fan, I mean, let's be honest, of the three, Disney Channel's the one that's thriving in terms of animation. I'm going to watch Primos.
Yeah, I don't think everybody else is doing well when it comes to animation, when it comes to Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network's kind of like dead, while Nickelodeon is barely surviving with SpongeBob. Just SpongeBob, all over SpongeBob.
Nickelodeon, if you screw over and you wish, we're coming for you. We riot.
Yes.
We riot.
All right, but anyways, yes, on topic here, Primos will have brand new episodes coming in September and in October. That we'll talk more about that in the October monthly highlights. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to bring up before we close the show today?
Nothing much I want to say except, like I said before, I have a new show to watch, and I do wish Primos the best of luck. I do wish it good success. And yeah, all the best to Natasha Klein too.
Yeah, from all the things that we've heard about, I can't wait for Transformers 1. I can't wait for all the new episodes of Primos, and The Wild Robot, because I believe that is going to be the hit that's going to be happening this fall.
Yes.
And I really do hope the mission that they have for Cartoon Show happens. I really do hope animators from all lives of the world can get their jobs back and animate real amazing stuff than having AI ruin everything.
Yeah, so. I do hope so too. I really do hope that this project does end up being successful, because this 4-parter is something that does need to be spread. It because of the awareness.
Oh, we have our answer, by the way. Oh, it's Tabby, Terry, and Tonita.
Got it.
Tabby is the oldest, Terry's the middle child, and Tonita is the child. And FYI, again, spoiler alert, but Tonita has an episode that I really like.
I'll keep an eye on that. I will keep an eye on that.
I'm telling you, when you go later on to the season, when you go to the later seasons of Primos, you will eventually see episodes where Tater has personal time with the Primos.
Good. That's actually the number one thing that I do hope the Primos does tackle. But since you mentioned it, I'm glad you mentioned it. Makes me all the more excited for it.
I think you will be excited for it. All right. Anything else, or ready to close the episode?
I am ready to close out the episode, good sir. I think we've discussed all we needed to discuss. We said all we wanted to say.
We've discussed all we discussed in the summer for September 2024. So
Yes.
what you've heard tonight is what's going to be happening in summer 2024. So for those who are watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and make sure you also follow on our socials down below on Instagram and Twitter at Anination Pod. And from there, I think we're good.
Yeah, we're all good. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you all so much for listening. Have a good time, y'all.
Thank you. Oh, and yeah, I really gotta go back to GalaxyCon just because you had a fun time there.
Yes. High recommendation, my dude.
My amphibia poster though, it's so pretty.
Yes,
it's
you're
so
welcome.
pretty. All right, bye everybody. We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Pikachu. I thought you and Ash were gonna go down to the beach to do a